It says starting, and then it says it's live, but I don't think it's actually live yet. I think it takes a couple of minutes for it to come in, and then it's live. But
You think so?
I don't know. We'll try it now. Hello, everybody. Welcome to an evening with the gang. This is me and a couple of the gang members at the moment. I'll introduce you because you've not met these ones before. They haven't been in the previous evenings with, but in no particular order, in the order that they are on my screen, we've got Lynn. Lynn's all the way around in America somewhere.
Jolly USA.
Yeah. And we also have, live from Team Inept headquarters, Paul.
Hello, Team Inept. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, he's commented already in the chat to make sure that you're actually there, and you can click on the name and like and subscribe it because he likes the subscriptions.
Yeah. There's no content on the channel. But...
If anybody doesn't know, Team Inept is me, Paul, and Fox. I forgot his name for a minute then because he wasn't here. He never turns up for these things. We play video games and stuff online and stuff. So yeah, like and subscribe. Right. So in the chat we have Chris Henderson came in first with a picture of a ghost because it's almost Halloween. Got another week and a bit before Halloween, haven't we? No, what is it? 25th? No, next sometime.
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. Yeah, there you go. So before the next show, it will be Halloween. So yeah. So Chris Henderson's there, and Jamie Bones just popped in saying hi, everyone.
Hi, Jamie. Hi, Chris.
For some reason, Chris Henderson said the Twilight Zone, which Paul read as being the Twiglet Zone because it's Paul.
And Twiglets are great.
Twiglets are great, yes, because they're Marmite, basically Marmite on a stick.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with Marmite. So, what's everybody been doing? Has anybody been doing anything modelling related or otherwise?
I've been staring at my motorcycle.
I know you're having house things doing at the moment, so you're not really modelling at the moment. But
stucco replaced on my house and the front windows. Hopefully replaced.
I don't know what stucco is. I know you mentioned it. Is it like cladding?
It's basically plaster, isn't it?
It's plaster, yeah.
Oh right, okay.
But it's
plaster, but it's better than plaster actually.
It's outdoor plaster.
Yeah, it's more resilient in your desert climate, really, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
See, I know loads of shit.
They don't have climate in America, though, do they?
No, that's true.
Not really. It just goes from hot to hotter to hot. Then maybe a cold spell here and there, and maybe a little bit of snow.
Yeah, but I mean, we're sitting here in the dark, and Lynn's there with bright sunshine streaming in through the windows. So yeah.
It's only 1:02 here p.m.
We're not jealous at all.
Sunny New Mexico. And my bird is jealous that I'm talking to my friends, and he's going to sit there and make noises.
You should get a little camera for him so you can stream him live every 24 hours. Mark Scale Model says evening all, and Chris Henderson says it's the USA version of Pebble Dash. Yeah, I figured it probably was, but without the pebbles by the sound of it.
Yeah.
So just Dash.
Yeah, Dash.
What have you been up to then, Paul? You haven't been on a live stream for a long time.
No, I've been avoiding you.
Yeah.
Well, this evening I've loaded the dishwasher. Which is really exciting. And while I'm on the stream, I'm going to be painting, or trying to paint, this young lady.
What's her name?
It's, according to the Black Sun Miniatures website, Esmeralda.
What's her real name?
I'll tell you what her real name is when I finish painting her and we work out what celebrity she looks like.
Looks a little bit like Carol Vorderman at the moment, I think.
Yeah, I can sort of see that. I sort of post-countdown Carol Vorderman.
Oh, well, yeah, obviously not.
Sweetie.
But yeah, this is the first one where I've airbrushed the base coat of flesh colour.
I see you've got a Citadel holdy thingy as well.
Yeah, I figured it would be handy for stuff like this. And I tried. Oh, hang on, I've got everything in a funny way, so I can't see the chat, and I can see my screen. Hang on. There we go.
That's all right. There's nothing interesting happening in the chat. Jamie Bones just saying flesh tones.
Yeah, just move it out of the way. So I used Vallejo Model Air skin tone because I figured it might be all right. It's kind of over black, certainly over black primer. It's kind of orange.
It's difficult to make out colours on a live stream because it's it sort of blends and blurs a little bit. But
and I've got a reasonably shit camera.
Charles in says evening all, but he's only in for a bit. He's got the night shift to go to. So
nice.
Oh well.
Yeah, normally I use Citadel Kislev Flesh as my base, but I didn't want to have to airbrush that.
You can.
Oh, I can. I just didn't want to. It feels to me a much more accurate base flesh tone for white skin.
Are you actually using your cutting mat there as a palette?
Possibly.
Have you not got something you could use as a palette, like a palette?
My cutting mat. It's only primer.
It's going to be there, and you're going to put your arm in it in a minute.
Like that. All the time.
We know what we're getting you for Christmas, Paul.
I think I've got a palette somewhere.
I've already got a palette.
I know I've
need a
got
little plastic lid or something. That's what I use.
Yeah, I know I've got the fuck's sake, I've now smeared it down my arm.
We're not surprised.
Somewhere I can't find the damn thing. I've got the wet palette that Mike Mountain made me for my birthday, but for a lot of stuff,
it's too nice to use. Yeah.
Wet palettes.
Danny McLean's in says hello. I'm not sure just being abusive or if he
maybe I think he's being Halloweeny.
Could be. Yep.
Give him the benefit of the doubt. If he's being mean, I'll just ban him. Fine.
You just want to ban something. I'm not going to take away your spanner in a minute.
You'll regret that when someone comes in causing trouble and I just have to sit here laughing.
No, none of my viewers cause trouble. They're all lovely.
Yes, I do.
Apart from you, but then I can just mute you.
Yeah, true.
Actually, I can. I can mute. Where's the mute?
Awesome. Yeah, do that because then I don't have to talk.
I can eject you as well, but no, I've just muted you. So whatever you say, we can't hear it.
Paul.
I can't unmute you, apparently. I've got a mute button, but I haven't got an unmute button. I can't unmute you. I think I've broken you, Paul. Sorry.
Oh, he's mad now.
You might have to unmute yourself. Try and unmute you. Apparently, I can mute you, but I can't unmute you. That's a bit strange.
Yeah, very odd.
Oh, we have a visitor. A wild Vincent arrived.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my favourite German.
Oh, damn it. With the German joke again, really, Paul?
Oh, is it a joke? Oh, I thought it was true. Yeah.
Evening, Vincent. How's things?
I'm fine, mate. You?
Yeah, all good.
I do like the way your model bench looks like you're sitting in the back of a warehouse with all that racking.
Well, it is industrial shelving, to be fair. But the advantage of that one is that it can act as a second bench. Yeah. If it wasn't for the fact that it's now housing ants.
Nice.
Yeah, but it's housing ants deliberately. We should explain to people that it's not just that your housekeeping's suffering.
No, the ants are deliberate. Yeah, true enough.
How are your ants doing?
Oh, they're fine. Actually peeked into the nest yesterday, and they've got their first major.
The first what?
Major, the soldier ants with the big heads.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
Oh, what's his name?
I don't know. I have to name him, don't I?
Yeah.
Major accident.
Bob.
Is it a girl?
For Kate.
The girl.
Well, they are all girls because worker ants are all female.
Are they? Okay. Well, the soldier ones as well then.
I assumed they were always. I thought they were all.
They're all infertile females.
But you have a queen ant.
Yeah, she's the fertile female.
But how does? I'm not understanding this. Surely you need male ants and female ants.
What basically happens is the male and female ants fly out during what is known as the nuptial flight, right? In spring or fall, depending on the ant species. When you
Well, I can see a problem in your organisation there because you've got me in a tube.
Yeah, well, that only happens when it's new queens, right? That have been born a couple of months before that. What basically happens is the males mate with the queens, but the queens have a special organ that can actually store the baby-making juice. for their entire life.
Okay, but yours is a closed system there, so it's got no males in it at all.
Well, the males die off after they first fertilize the queen, and then you basically capture the fertilized queen.
So there's no nookie in your tube at all.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, while we were talking about that, Steve's popped in. Evening, Steve.
Good evening.
Hello, Steve.
He made it to his shed on his one leg. He's hobbled in, unless he got his kids to push him down the in a chair.
Have you seen the doctor yet, Steve?
No, tomorrow.
Yeah, Steve's got a bad foot, and the chemist told him urgently to see a doctor. So he said, "I'll probably do it tomorrow afternoon."
I'll do it tomorrow.
We're trying to get him to go today.
Yeah.
After the live stream, of course.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Priority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't have him hospitalized before the live stream. I mean, come on.
I mean, live stream from A&E, that'd be...
Yeah, nobody's done that yet.
No.
Yeah.
It would be first, I suppose.
Me and Paul did you want to hang out once from a cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were actually the only people in the cinema as well. It was
Wasn't
brilliant.
that when The Last Jedi came out?
I don't remember what we were going to see. What were we going to see? Must have been. I don't go to the cinema much.
It must have been Solo.
Was it Solo?
Might have been Solo.
It's been Solo. We don't go to the cinema for anything else.
Still haven't seen Solo.
Good.
It's good. You'll like it.
Well, if you're a angry neckbeard, you won't like it. But
Yeah, it's Vincent we're talking about. He's not angry at all.
I enjoyed Solo. I thought it was quite good.
Germans aren't allowed to get angry anymore.
if you do not get angry, you get even.
Right. Let's see. We have apparently 12 viewers.
Woohoo!
Now, hello, the dozen of, well, one of them is probably me, and a few are probably you as well. If you are watching and not actually in the chat, what are you doing? Come and join the chat. The chat's where it's at. Click the little button, which is over there, somewhere in YouTube. Make sure you're actually watching in YouTube. Come and join the chat. Say hello. Yeah, talk to us, because otherwise it's really boring. It's just us sitting here looking at each other, and we don't want to do that because we're not that pretty.
No, we already do that off air, so you know.
I'm not
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not even looking at you.
On air is your chance for you to ask us questions. We've got Mr. Loth's model making's in chat as well now, so he's saying it.
I'm active
because he's you know. I do tell people to get in the chat and put their names in, because then you can make sure you click on their names and like and subscribe and stuff.
You can all test that with TeamInapt.
Yeah, click the unsubscribe button.
Unlikely that'll happen. That requires
Rusting Customs Models in saying hello. Hello again. Steve seems to have gone. I hope his foot's all right.
Yeah. We can just chill over and bang.
No, fine. It's just my daughter came in with a cup of tea.
Oh,
She was dressed inappropriately.
Oh,
like a cowboy.
Wrong.
No,
What?
What the?
it's Cowboy Night tonight, isn't it? It's Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yes.
It's released in 3 3/4 hours.
Unless you're in Australia, in which case you've already had it a day.
Yeah, some people have had it already, and some people won't have it for ages yet. But
And this is why games are region locked. Damn it.
yeah, well, you get it an hour earlier than us, don't you?
Yeah, but I'm not getting it. Funds
No.
not there at the moment.
It'll be cheap soon. It's well, it probably won't. Rockstar game, they don't tend to go down in price very often. So
You quite hear that. Vincent's not getting it at the moment.
yeah, that's what we've got from that.
Let me get Red Dead Redemption 2.
You can't afford it.
You know, end of the month and stuff like that. I want to have some money saved at least. Plus, I just got a very nice price quote in from my locals for the new Falcon.
Oh, nice.
Oh, damn.
Right, John Pole's in. Hi all, as is Paul Shapland. Evening all. And Jamie Bone is asking, is it milk with 2 sugars?
Milk with 2 sweeteners, but yes.
It's in an eModels cup as well.
Yes.
eModels. eModels.co.uk.
It also stopped the Bandai Falcon.
Yeah, are you getting it cheaper than from eModels?
With postage, I suspect he will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, the e-models would be a bit more expensive than going to my locals.
Yeah, and you'll have to worry about conversion rates and stuff as well, wouldn't you?
Well, at the moment they're going to parity, innit? Because of the Brexit talks.
Pretty much, yeah.
Shut up! Stop reminding me about that.
It's funny though. The general public is like either they want to get it over with or they want to get it over with properly. It's like.
Well, we don't want it to happen, but if it's going to have to happen, I'd rather it be done properly. But I also want it just done so we can stop talking about it.
Yeah, I get it. I mean,
Trout and Child says other team mugs are available. This is true.
There are no team mugs yet, but that can be arranged.
Mark Scale Model says I get my Red Dead before what? 11 a.m. tomorrow. Is that? I don't know where you are. Are you in a place that makes it 11 a.m. for us, or are you got to go and pick it up from somewhere at 11? I'm not sure. I don't quite understand that.
He's in a mystery location, Chris.
It should be released in midnight local time everywhere, shouldn't it? That's the thing.
Yeah.
But,
What game is it?
Red Dead Redemption 2, cowboy shooty open world thing.
Oh, cool.
From the makers of Grand Theft Auto.
Probably in it somewhere then.
It's funny. I logged into my Uplay account yesterday. It's like Call of Juarez, Bound in Blood. I'm like, yeah, Ubisoft. I wonder why you're promoting that game all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not out on PC for months or something, 9 months or something. Someone said, but
there was the one that came before Red Dead Redemption. Gun?
yeah,
Oh.
Red Dead Revolver.
No, it was just called Gun.
Oh, Gun, yeah.
Yeah, it had a couple of like on rails sections and stuff. I'm playing.
It had a couple of on-rail sections, but for the most part, to be fair, it was like over 10 years ago by now, isn't it? When it came out. So
Must have been more than
by
probably
the
more like
time
15.
standards,
Jamie Bone points out that it has realistic horse balls.
Yeah, it does.
Is this a PC game?
No, it's console, Xbox, PlayStation.
PC, it's everything.
Yeah, it will be a PC game.
It will be PC eventually.
Better
Yeah.
put my
Yeah, because Rockstar are kind enough not to just do a port.
All right, Mark corrects it. He's got a pain in the ass delivery. So yeah, he's gone for the disc version that someone's delivering to him, but
Yeah,
not
I-
immediately.
that's,
midnight.
That's probably the best one. What was that, Lynn?
I guess I better hook up my PlayStation.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't. I
PlayStation
don't.
4, not anything less than that, though. I think.
I don't own any console more recent than a PlayStation 3 myself.
No, well then,
I got a 4.
yeah, 4 will do it. Go and buy it. You can't buy it yet because it's still midday today, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're the wrong way.
Yeah, that was precisely why I decided to buy it digitally, though, because I just thought I don't want to have to wait on a delivery that will inevitably arrive at 6:30 tomorrow evening, and then it will take 3 hours to install, and I'll be sad.
And then there's a 3 gig patch.
As a member of the PC Master Race, what are discs?
Yeah, that's them things that people still use sometimes.
Yeah. Well,
That's the one.
price, though.
Like Rockstar is one of the best developers when it comes to converting their console games to PC, because they actually put in the time to make it not only run good on PC but run to the full capability that a PC offers compared to a console.
It's because they know you lot are whinging entitled scumbags.
Well,
I expect you plug in an Xbox controller to it, don't you?
not for something that's a shooter, but when it comes to Assassin's Creed and stuff like that, I've got limited edition Battlefield 1 Xbox controller.
To be fair, I use a Halo controller, Halo themed one. I don't even like Halo. It's just a really nice looking controller.
Yeah, same. Well, I did like Battlefield 1 for quite a while, but it's got like a soft rubber-like texture on the hand grips.
Oh, nice.
That's got like a wood pattern, like a buttstock on a gun,
Yeah.
It's quite
and
nice.
it just looks good, and it feels nice in the hand.
Are we still talking? No, that's right. Mark says as soon as it arrives, it will take 2 hours to install and update. What are you getting it on? Is it PlayStation or Xbox? It better be Xbox because it's the best one.
Yeah.
Steve says, hi, people. You know you can use your words. Because you're actually on the camera, you can even wave and say, hi, people, and they can hear it instead of having to read it. I don't know if he's muted himself or if he's just being quiet.
You mute him and now he's
I
not.
know I muted Paul earlier and I couldn't unmute him, but Mark's getting on the Xbox as well. Good. Make sure you've added Team Inept to your friends list.
I guess I better get an Xbox so I can join Team Inept.
Yeah. Ray's in from Malta. Hello, my friends. Hello, Ray.
Hello.
Welcome. What time is it in Malta now? That's the right way, isn't it? You'll be closer to midnight than us.
Yeah,
By
he's on
an hour or two.
Yeah, I think that's CET as well, aren't they?
That's it. Right, we're up to 18 viewers. So again, make sure you're in the chat because otherwise we're bored. We haven't really got anything to talk about. Not that we plan any of these at all, but Steve's asking, have I got a link for the chat? I've got a link for the chat. I sent it to the. Scroll up a bit. It'll be there. Look.
Oh, okay, yes.
If you scroll up a bit, it'll be that one that says the link for the chat.
He's forgotten he's on camera, isn't it? We can see you still.
My bad.
Mark says he will join friend up Team Inept. I think Paul's planning on playing it, streaming it tomorrow night, aren't you?
Hopefully.
That's the plan. Whether the plan fills through,
Yeah,
may or may not. It's 9:30 p.m. for Ray, so it's 1 hour ahead of us. Well, 1 hour and 10 minutes, strangely.
2 hours soon.
I think they changed back with us or something, don't they?
Did they? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we're
Europe
aligned.
but Europe's talking about not changing their clocks, aren't they?
Yeah, but now it's only going to be for like 2020, and now they're like, nah, let's wait to 2021.
Oh, right. So it's one of them votes. Yeah.
And basically, the idea is, the weird thing about the idea is every country can choose which one they pick.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Like some might be GMT +2, some might be GMT +1, because it's like,
That'd be brilliant if France was +2, Germany was +1.
Yeah, I mean, it might make for some 2-hour jumps between them as you go between. It might make for some no time difference at all as you go across the border.
Why don't you just make it one? Just make it the standard time and be done with it.
Well, universal time for everybody. I'd be all right with that because it'd have to be GMT, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because we invented time.
Make it all GMT and
Shane Young's in saying good evening, everyone. Hope all are well. Most of us are all right. Steve's got a bad foot, but apart from that, we're all right, I think.
it would be quite funny if England stayed on GMT +1, so summertime, and then Belgium.
If we're staying anywhere, we're going back to normal time. None of this summertime business. We'll be doing proper GMT.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah, but say hypothetically you go to GMT +1 and Belgium stays in wintertime, GMT +1, it would actually be a reset 200 years ago. Because up until, I think it ended at the First World War, we were on GMT time.
Well, yeah, but I mean, 200 or 300 years ago, England was in several different time zones. It used to be time zones according to the train companies, and as you went up the country, the time would drift out by 10 minutes at a time and stuff. So
Yeah.
Depends where sundial was.
Yeah, the idea is basically if you look at a map, geographically speaking, Belgium is more correct if we're on GMT than we are on Paris time.
Oh, you're closer to than, yeah. Mark's in, Spruce Surgeon, hello. And GMT +1 sounds like a Sky channel, he says. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Well, it was suggested that when I do live streams, I call it gross models television, but that would be GMTV, and that's already taken. So
True.
not allowed to do that. People would expect different, presenters and things. And
to be fair, you'd be better than GMTV ever was. So.
Right.
But if we'd be better looking though.
No, we could get him to do the weather from a map in a puddle. It'd be brilliant.
Yeah, they filled my hole outside. I had some workmen digging holes in the road, but they filled it now, and it's not leaking anymore, so they didn't have to open it again.
That's good.
Filled your hole. Good.
Yep, I had some young men come around and fill my hole during the day.
Oh God.
Yeah.
This conversation is taking a turn for the worse, I think.
What? No, they were doing the repairing the water main out the front.
All right. Time to start
the
the conversation. That's a lovely bit of maquet you have on your bench there, Paul.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. That's the one from Telford last year.
Oh, is that the one we were the little shop at the fire exit, wasn't it?
Yes. And I had to go. I went off to the cash point, and the cash point wasn't working.
Yeah, because he didn't even have a card reader with him. But it was a good shop for like some of the Japanese sci-fi, because they even had the old Yamato 1500 with him.
Yes, he did.
wow.
Yeah.
Bit pricey, but
Yeah, so quite a few different Maschinen Krieger, but there were a couple of resin ones that I avoided, and then loads of really expensive ones.
yeah, the resin ones are really good, and apparently if you can work with super glues and two-part epoxies, they're actually quite easy to assemble, but they are silly expensive.
Yeah, and
Oh, yeah.
frankly, I'm not good enough with resin yet to be able to
But
effectively kit form.
if I'm not mistaken, I think Hasegawa only came out with the plastic maquet kits last year. That's when they announced that they were going to do it again, and that was only a couple of months before Telford had Shizuoka, if I'm recalling it right.
So,
To be fair, you were probably lucky finding plastic at all.
well, hopefully I find at least one more in plastic this year.
Any particulars you're after?
No, not really. Just something that looks cool.
Because Telford's like 2 weeks this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah,
3. 2 weeks Sunday. We're going to be there. Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah, I'm not there going on Saturday, so it don't count.
Yeah.
I'm only going on the Sunday, so I'm not worrying about Saturday.
So I can't get a big sticker.
Well,
Not there on Sunday, no.
What do you and Paul do then? Do you drive up there for the day, or do you like go there the day before and then spend the night?
I drive up early in the morning.
Yeah.
Because I did it
early in the morning.
I did it last year. It's quite a long drive.
You can drive past me, Chris, and pick me up Sunday and take me again Sunday then.
If you like. You can go in a boat.
You can't.
If we buy too many kits and haven't got room to bring you home again, I'm sure your family will understand. That'll be all right, won't it?
I'll just hobble home with my foot. Yeah.
I should send you some money and you can buy me some stuff from Telford.
You can just send me your Falcon, Lynn, that's all.
I don't think a lot of stuff's not really cheap. Because last year I was thinking I'd go and pick up some bargains, and everything was just a bit more expensive than it can get online. So
there are bargains to be found, but it's like when you're looking at the Edwards stand and stuff like that, because you'll get your they do a discount during the Telford weekend. Which you'll actually get at the local stand there as well. But other than that, yeah, it's not really bargain find.
There's not many.
On the Saturday you probably pick up the bargains, but Sunday they've all gone on the Saturday. So
I got my Eagle for 130 there last year.
Oh wow,
that's a bit less, isn't it?
Yeah.
So are you calling out the dodgy box guy this year, Paul?
I'm hoping to. Yeah. So,
I mean, but there's a guy like that at every model show where they have like sale booths. There's a guy like that at every single one of them.
You're asking in front of the counter, yeah.
yeah. Do not open the crushed boxes.
I can understand them not wanting people just to be randomly rummaging through them. But if you're honestly interested in buying something, then I'm going to have a look at it first. Even if it means taking it to the till and saying, I'm interested in buying this, but I want to have a look at it first.
Yeah, especially in the kit swap area. There's some like dodgy stuff last year, apparently.
Yeah.
I heard a couple of people weren't happy.
oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's like when you see the state of some of the stuff, it's obvious why they're saying you're not allowed to look into this.
Yeah.
Because it's wrecked, it's knackered, it's horrible.
That was likely to be missing parts.
Exactly.
Right.
Or just not what you were expecting at all, something completely different.
Yeah, it's got a picture of a plane on the front. You end up it's a tank.
Yeah, exactly.
Half a tank.
Half a tank. Yeah.
It's a bit like the waffle iron scam, isn't it, over here? Because basically you get these dodgy blokes, right? And they go up to elderly people. Oh yeah, here's the laptop that this or this ordered for you. That'll be that much. And certain elderly people are, go along with it. And then when they open the nice shiny laptop box, they find a waffle iron.
That's all right if you want a waffle iron. And most of the time around here, it's half a brick.
Oh man!
So you'd be lucky to get a waffle iron around here.
You know, so you're lucky to get a waffle iron, yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's an expensive waffle iron at $2,000.
Yeah.
Even more expensive brick.
Trout and Chart says Arthur Tank, wasn't he a 1930s comedian? I thought you had to go to work. We don't still here. So, anyone got any plans for the week upcoming?
I'm
Work.
off. Yay.
Work. You say you're off.
Work.
Next week, leave, was I?
I've got half term.
Oh, right. Oh, it's half term this week here, but
Yeah, my kids are on half term this week, but down in Harpenden area, it's next week.
all right, that's
But
convenient.
it's weird because some were off last week, some are off. Schools were off this week, and some are off next week. So
Yeah, we don't get that over here. Like next week, all schools in Belgium have a week off, except for the higher education stuff like uni colleges and stuff like that.
All right. No, it's definitely regional over here.
some schools got 2 weeks off. One of my old members of staff, she's moved to another school down in Chesham way. She texted me today. So we off for 2 weeks. I was like, shut up, bitch.
Really? They must have a shorter summer holiday or Christmas holiday or something, or
I don't know, to tell the truth, because she's not. When I worked in a private French school, we had 2 weeks off at this time, and then Easter was 2 weeks as well. But,
Yeah, Easter's 2 weeks as well over here.
Oh wow!
But we get a spring break as well.
But I don't know. She's working in a state school, so unless it's a private school, I don't know.
yeah, no. Mickle Pickle's in saying, "Hey everyone, evening, Mickle."
I'm Mickle.
And Ray says he's at work. Everybody's at work. Yeah.
Yep.
I've got 1 day to go tomorrow. Fish day Friday. I've got to make a fucking harvest loaf tomorrow.
The harvest loaf.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds fun.
It's
What
not-
the hell? I'm scared to ask now for judging the
What's in
reaction.
a harvest loaf? Yeah.
Yeah,
It takes about 2 hours. Well, you have like in the old days, you used to have like a hay bale. We had all the hay, and it'd be wrapped in rope, and you had all the stuff at the top.
Yep.
Yeah.
You just created that in bread.
Oh, right. Okay.
Bloody hell.
So there's nothing special about it other than the shape.
Yeah, but it's called a harvest loaf because it is harvest festival at the moment.
Is it?
Oh,
God,
wow.
I remember that from my school days. I hated it.
You have to bring in a can for everybody.
Yeah,
right? You
all
have
that
to bring in a can of something, dog food or.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to get away with it because it hadn't been mentioned. And the head mistress, she said, "Oh, can you make my harvest loaf again this year?" I was like,
No.
Oh god.
"It's
Oh.
a pain in the ass because I've got to do that, and I've got to do a full stock take as well tomorrow. So I can see I'm going to be up at 3 o'clock tomorrow morning.
But then you've got a week off, so you're all right.
Yeah, I know.
So that you can make it a bleeding self.
Yeah. You might not be able to go in because your foot might fall off or something.
Would have to be falling off to go, not go in. Yeah. I tried. Listen, agencies pissed me off. I phoned the agency today. So can you get me a chef today and tomorrow? No, first of all, I said, can I have a chef for a couple of days? Yeah, that's fine. What time do you want to start? Well, 8 o'clock. Okay, so that's Friday, Saturday. No, today and Friday. Oh no, we can't get no one today. I'm like, what's the fucking point? Have you had
Rustling
big
Custom
agency?
Model says he's speaking of dodgy kits. I bought a box full of empty sprues and decals.
Oh.
Nice.
Well, everyone needs decals, but unless it was empty decals. Don't know.
Yellow one.
Yeah, could be worse. Could have been stickers.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I don't get anyone selling empty sprues. That's just how can you possibly
That's
think you
anal.
get away with it? That's just nasty.
Yeah.
Well, you got sprue glue making.
Yeah, but
It's nearly
no.
what I got you for your birthday.
it's expensive sprue glue though, Lynn.
Yeah. I know.
I'm looking for the the Polar Lights 1350 Katinga coming out next month or December.
Oh right, yeah, they
Oh,
showed
wow.
that off at Shizuoka, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that.
I've been quoted 121 for it.
So the Enterprise you just finished was 350, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's just over
Oh,
2
wow.
foot long. This Katinga's exactly 2 foot long, 24 inches.
Oh,
Something
wow.
like that. And then I've also got the AMT 1350 Bird of Prey, so I can put all
Oh,
three
wow.
together.
Huh.
But the Bird of Prey is quite tiny, really, because it's only like an attack ship. So
Yeah, that's why I like doing 144 stuff, because you can get it all together and compare them, and you never see them, different genres in the same
Right.
place. So it's nice.
I actually
Right.
tried to get a 1350 space shuttle, but they're not impossible to get hold of because it's going to be about so big, and I just wanted to put it up against the Enterprise so you could see in reality how big it was.
The 144 shuttle is about that big.
Yeah, but if you get a
So it's
1350,
going to be just under half that. So it's going to be
I think it's actually less than that. But yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Because I wanted to try and get hold of one something like that and have it up against the Enterprise, because then you can see exactly how big this Enterprise is.
Yeah, I mean, when you see a real world something.
Because obviously you can see it on pictures, don't really appreciate it because you've got nothing to compare it to, really.
Mm-hmm.
But like most people, it's in the shuttle.
Child says, I'm waiting for the Polar Lights 1350 Klingon battle cruiser.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That'd be
that's
quite.
what the Katinga class.
Was that the Katinga one? All right.
Yeah, it comes out either end of next month or December.
Oh, wow.
It was supposed to come out in March, but it hasn't. And apparently, you can buy you can get it. It comes with their own lighting kit, but I will do my own again. So,
Yeah, lighting something that I've never bothered with and not really interested in, to be honest, because I don't see myself using it again. If you know what I mean, it's nice to build it and have it doing it, but then I'm never going to turn it on again. So
yeah, but that's the advantage if you like. I'm doing it off of 12-volt adapters.
yeah, because
So
I just have it all plugged into an extension lead, and I've got one of these things. You just push the button, and it turns all my display cabinet on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, more or less what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really got a display cabinet either. So
I don't either.
right. Anything
Apparently,
happening?
I definitely want to light just because I
if anyone's
can.
interested in getting lighting for their display cabinets, I believe Lidl next week are doing some strip lights that are like these ones. They're $9.95 or something, or $9.99. You get 4 to a pack. These ones are from IKEA, but apparently Lidl are going to do some next week.
I've got a couple of them on my 3D printer. I think from Lidl, 9 months ago or something. I think it was 2 in a pack, but it might have been £6 or something. But yeah, they're all right.
Yeah, you can't grab it at $9.99.
I just need to get me a bigger place so I can have a display cabinet and a model room.
You just need to make some room, Lynn. Just send me that Falcon. That'll make some room.
Giveaway.
Yes, giveaway. Yes, giveaway. Thank you very much.
Yeah. You could do it on this channel if you like. You can give it away to one of the viewers.
I can send them an empty box. No, I want the box.
Half a brick in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a waffle iron.
The waffle iron.
A Texas-shaped waffle iron. There you go.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm not a fan of the pre-cut strips because you can get like a 15-meter bobbin of LED lights.
That's what I've got on my my thing. It's just like
but
with lights on it.
Yeah, but
the drawback of that is you can't just plug in one of those quick connectors because you do have to solder the connections. But if you can solder,
if you've got a display cabinet, especially like the IKEA one, you can put one on each shelf. So that's That's the advantage of having these.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they're the right length, yeah.
Yeah.
George Gabriel's in. Good afternoon, all. And Troughton Chard says he's been using Pound Shop string lights a lot on kits. It's cheap and easy to use. You get like for £1, obviously, from Pound Shop. Just a couple of AA batteries in them, and you get, I don't know, it's a dozen or 15 little LED bulbs on a strip. But you can obviously
you can
cut
do
them,
that.
and rearrange them and shape them and stuff. It's easy to do.
Yeah, you can put them into a basic form of lighting kit. Yeah, it'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
You could probably even colour the bulbs as well, I expect, with some Tamiya clear of some kind.
Yeah, I was going to say I've got some clear blue that would make them blue, funnily enough.
Oh.
Other colours.
Oh, it'd be purple.
Yeah, that's how I did most of my Yamato. Just dipped the tip of the light, the little LED and diode, dipped it into clear. That's all you need to do.
Oh,
really.
wow.
Andy McLeish is in. I think he's talking to Vincent. He's saying, hello, what's all this then? This is just us hanging out and chatting and, you know, just here.
Shooting the ball.
Exactly right. It's a fairly new feature for my channel. An evening with the gang. It's just me and whoever turns up from the gang this week. Just chatting and saying hello and, you know, talking about what we've been doing, model making or other things during the week.
Well,
And yeah, I normally say it's going to last about an hour, and then in about an hour, I say, all right, we'll finish up now. And someone starts talking about something else, and we go for another half hour. So,
and then Spiddy tells us on Facebook that he's about.
yeah, he's just about to turn up, and just as we click the turn off button or something. And he says, more shenanigans. Yeah, I like shenanigans. Shenanigans are fun.
Oh, yeah.
So, any comments from the chat or anything you want to ask or talk about or mention? I put a post up in the Boom Hut of my sweets that I've been eating at the bench. My shrimps and bananas.
Oh, where'd you get them?
I can't hold them open because I open the bottom of packets like this.
You didn't look. Where'd you get them from?
Oh.
I don't know. My wife got them for me actually, but
Does it taste like
normally get them in Poundland and stuff. But it's a good tip. Always open the bottom of this sort of packet because you can't open the top because it's got that little bit where the hangy thing goes, and it makes opening them they all tear and rip all over the place. So I always open the bottom, and it's not like I'm going to be, you know, sharing it with anybody else or anything.
Does it taste like shrimp and bananas?
A little bit like bananas, sort of, but not like shrimp at all. No.
Are they shaped like?
They're shaped like shrimp. That's that they have sort of pictures of shrimp on them.
Oh, okay.
But they don't taste. No, I don't like shrimp or prawns, but I like these.
Okay.
We got matchmakers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
mint
don't have any
matchmakers.
snacks.
The orange ones are good as well.
Well, you get a
Got
lot
my
of
Dr. Pepper.
3 kilo bag of jelly babies.
I would expect Paul's probably got some crisps as well.
Oh, did you know that there's Dr. Pepper flavored cotton candy out there?
Oh, yeah. I need to go by the dollar store or pound store and get one. I'm going to be talking British here after a while, people.
I was going to say, £10 store in America with a US dollar.
That we have dollar stores.
Oh, the 99-cent store in it.
Yeah, dollar store.
Thrift shop.
Troughton Charles says a combination you'd never try with the real counterparts. I don't know. The shrimps don't eat bananas, I wouldn't have thought. You can probably store them quite close to it. I don't think they're natural enemies.
See if I can get some jelly babies tomorrow.
Bananas stuffed with shrimp, wrapped in tinfoil, done in the microwave. There you go. Done in the barbecue, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
Microwave first, you now know your secret.
done in the microwave sounds like a recipe for salmonella rather than cooked shrimp.
No, I meant on the barbecue. Because you wouldn't put tinfoil in the microwave because it'd blow it up.
Done in a microwave sounds like an indie pop band.
Yeah.
Andy McLeish says he's got a stash. I think he's talking about Paul's crisps.
Yeah.
I usually don't eat snacks when I'm building models for some reason.
Yeah, but isn't
Yeah,
the thing...
Paul's still got some crisps. Paul can tell his crisp story.
Isn't the thing with American snacks though that they're all so sweet?
Yes.
Just like me.
No, yeah. Mm.
No, not really. Shane Young says he was always led to believe that if you opened anything upside down, it was bad luck.
Huh.
Only if someone who doesn't know you opened the bottom of it picks it up, then it's bad luck. But other than that, I don't think it makes any difference at all. Crisps are always open the right way up. Anything that's got that little hangy tag on it, it makes it. You just can't do
Just
it.
use a knife.
Yeah, but then you've got to find a knife, and then you've got to not cut your fingers off.
At your bench, you've got a knife right there.
Yeah, but I didn't open these at the bench. I opened them downstairs.
And if you're Australian, you would be struggling with a spoon all day long to open that. So
Yeah, true.
Andy McLeish says, as crazy as that is, that combo of shrimp in nanas sounds quite tasty.
Yeah, you try it, mate, and let us know.
George is saying, no, Andy, wrong. Nope.
Yeah, my crisp story is quite a good one. Went to Amazon as you do. It's like, or decided to order a 22 pack of Royster's steak crisps because I like them. Ordered them. Box comes a day or two later. Wasn't 22 packs.
22 boxes.
It was 22 six packs.
Oh my gosh.
132 bags of crisps.
and how much did you pay?
22 quid.
Fuck me, that's a good deal.
Oh, yes.
How many have you got left?
None.
I'm getting close.
I've still got 3 or 4 packs downstairs that you gave me.
Yeah.
Did you check the expiry date on them though? Because
Yes. It's the arse end of December, so I'm on course to finish them.
Trout Charles got to go. He's got to go. As entertaining as this is, I've got to get ready for work. Night all. Good night.
good night.
See you next time.
Good night.
And Jamie Bowen says, just ask Fox to open it with a knife. Yeah, but then you get blood all over your snacks. You don't need that.
If it's your own blood, it doesn't matter. It's fine.
Still not. No, it's not right, is it?
In other exciting, what have we been doing news? Admittedly, this is only the bit of paper from the top. I primed that yesterday.
Still in farmhouse.
Yeah. Little.
I thought that was your new house.
Yeah, that'd be all right. It was quite nice. It won't look very nice when I'm finished with it though. But, yeah, little HO scale. Excuse me, little farmhouse.
Oh wow.
Because I find that size building is quite nice to work.
What's
Yes.
HO? What's that in real scale?
It's anywhere
176.
between 176 and 187, depending where you buy it from.
Okay, so 1/80th.
Yeah.
Shane Young says, mind you, my grandmother always says, if you cut your toenails on a Sunday, you'll have the devil with you all week. Yeah, it does sound like she doesn't know what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
She normally had a sherry by the time she told you that.
Here's some wisdom, me boy.
Yeah.
Drink a bottle of sherry first.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not,
this
that's
is
not the house.
No, this is from the same scale from the same company, Wolfers.
I suppose
wow.
that looks like a Wolfers.
Water store kind of thing. Quite nice.
That's nice.
Trying to get to
Where'd you get that from? You get it online?
from the Brazilian rainforest. They don't sponsor the show, so I'm not advertising them.
You already did. You told them where you got your crisps from.
Oh yeah, bollocks. Shit. So yeah, I got it on Amazon. It comes with a lovely cardboard internal detail.
Huh.
Frankly, I was never going to scratch build the inside of that. I'm not Mike Mountain, so
Just like real shops.
yeah.
Yeah.
But one thing that I stole from the internet, that roof.
Huh.
Not what the roof came like. That is the roof turned upside down and covered in strips of thin card. And
Oh
then just
wow.
glued straight on, covered in a quick skim of unthinned rubber black. And then I used, I think it was dust enamel wash on top of it. So you've got the roofing felt.
So what did it look like?
It was just plain flat, a completely flat top. So
All right.
you see the inside there, it's got little ridges where you kind of reflecting that, and a couple of little mounting points for chimney stacks.
Oh, okay.
I spun it upside down, and so yeah, full credit must go to Jason Jensen for that idea, because he's a railway modeler and does that sort of thing. And I stole it from him because he's an absolute bloody genius.
Do you think that credit's ever going to get back to him?
It's on your channel, so yeah, of course it will.
Because everybody watches my channel sooner or later. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, if I'm gonna say I stole it from the internet, I might as well give full credit to.
You're gonna light it.
I wanted to, but because I'm lazy, I'm not gonna. And because all the the window, the blind details and stuff are actually just paper.
Yeah, I think the light in the inside would be problematical because you've got the
you'd have to
fake inside.
The other challenge to lighting the inside is actually having something in there to make it worth lighting. Because if it's just lit up and an empty shell, it'll look a bit gash.
You might be able to light up the sign bit.
Yeah.
And have it as like shut.
You know, I could do.
Colin, he'll scratch build your workshop on the top floor with you actually paintbrushing.
The thing is, he'll be able to put a working webcam in there as well.
Yeah, probably.
I'll tell you what, I could
building a little mini spy cam.
Over there, I could mount a little tiny
little overhead. Yeah.
So you've got a little
little spotlight
thing. Yeah.
Do that. Go on then. We'll wait.
Also got in the same scale, spar. Because hey, who doesn't love spar? So yeah, they're about rough and tough. So you can see they're probably one's 176, the other's 187, 86, whatever it is.
Huh.
They're about the same size.
Yeah, HO and 00 are pretty much the same.
Yeah. So that's at some point. I've hit the point with both of these actually where I can't quite work out how to base them and how to actually get the end result I want. So they just kind of sit there going, now what?
Are you planning on doing one huge dio with everything or lots of?
I'd love to, but I don't know where I put the bloody thing. No, the plan is to just because it's never going to become my lovely elbow there. It's never going to become a full like railway layout, so I'm not too fussed about having everything interlinked. Plus, I'm working in a mix of sort of. In the case of that spar, that was a recast of an old 1950s kit, and frankly, it's a piece of shit. But again, it's sort of a more British style of building versus the Red L. I believe the correct term is a grocery store. For those.
It's not a convenience store, is it?
No, it's not very convenient. The doors don't open.
No.
It does have. It is licensed though. Apparently, Red Owl is a legitimate company.
Even if the doors did open, then they couldn't actually buy anything because it's all painted onto a wall.
Yeah, and it also comes with the most fucking irritating decals.
That looks angry. That looks like an angry owl.
I've only done one side of it because it was really annoying. Thankfully, the carrier film is almost nil. So when I get now that one's dried, I can cut the other one off and do it on the. Oh fuck! I do it now. It's a bit of fun.
Cut your fingers off. Yay!
Here we go.
I hope you dried that paint that you smeared on your bench.
Dry. Yeah. That'd be nice. Chris, where's my knife?
Left a bit.
Yeah,
no, that's paintbrush, sir. I thought it was no. Don't know.
This is also not a very sharp knife, so that'll be even more fun.
Uh-oh.
What is the big one from across the front of the shop?
That.
Yeah.
Be back.
No, those are actually for trucks.
Oh right, okay.
So it gives you the ability to do yourself a little delivery vehicle as well, which is quite nice. But yeah, it's a slightly angry looking owl. I'm not sure I'd be entirely comfortable being served in there.
Rusting Customs, it asks you what brand are the buildings?
This is by a company called Wolfers. from there. They're actually both from the Cornerstone line by Watford. They're not cheap, not by sort of the quality of the Spa stuff, but they are they feel like they're really good quality.
Yeah, Wolfer's quite good stuff actually.
Yeah.
They
Although
do a lot.
that said, the that farmhouse I got was 15 quid, so that was cheap, to be quite honest.
Huh.
So, but a lot of other stuff I've seen is you're looking at 40, 50, 60 quid a pop. But I think it's, again, you're paying. This is one of the times where you are paying for relative quality, because even your sort of Metcalfs and stuff, they're card kits. They're good card kits, but they're still card.
Is there no carrier film on there at all? I see you're actually using a ruler and cutting dead straight lines on it. What?
There isn't much carrier film. I'm cutting dead. Yeah, I'm basing it on the fact that last time I did it, there was so little carrier film that it didn't matter. Plus, this knife is a bit blunt, so straight lines is easier. See that?
Have you tried Ratio stuff?
I haven't. No.
They're an English company that do plastic kits.
Oh, cool. I shall investigate at some point.
If you look on Hatton's in Liverpool, they do quite a lot of stuff.
Nice. Because if they do a bit more British style stuff, that'd be quite nice.
Yeah, they do cottages and houses.
It just adds a bit of variance.
I want some matchmakers now. Why does it say 2 on the corner of your microset thing?
Doesn't, it says 1.
Is it a 1? Looks like 2.
Yes. There's the 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's definitely
European style. Classic.
Yeah, because that's not confusing at all.
No, well, it isn't when you know how to read.
Well, that looks like you just see that on its own, that's a 2.
That looks like a 2.
Yeah, see?
That one looks like a 2 because you got a rounded top. I mean, a rounded whatever.
You've got a round bottom, apparently.
Vince, back me up here with your European style numbering, please. Oh, shit.
It's like a 1.
Yeah, cursive.
Yeah.
So that doesn't look like a 1 at all to me.
Fuck you.
even if you English people write down words, it's like, what are these letters you are using? Where is the cursive?
Yeah, but I can't write. If I try and write and join up, nobody can read it.
To be fair, that's a problem we're having on the continent. Nobody can read each other's writing, to be fair, but
It's a mess. Oh, bollocks.
could be an A, could be an O, could even be a consonant, but
Happy now?
Yes. Although it's sort of backwards.
bad man.
Why does it say 3NO?
Bollocks. There we go.
Should we not make you talk now while you're doing it? Because it's
No, you can if you want.
I'm gonna click on you so we can all just sit and watch you. No pressure.
No, that's coming off. I forgot to.
No, you're using number 2. You should be using number 1 first.
Yeah, number 2. Yeah.
Oh, I think talking about number 2s.
Why would I want to use one? Why would I want to use one of your kits, Chris? Oh.
Yeah, that looks better.
There's a clever little owl. Yeah.
There you go.
See, there are many reasons I don't do videos.
Don't use the pointy bit of your tweezers, though.
There you go. Maybe I want to.
Well, you want to poke holes in it?
Actually, for that, no, I don't really.
Weathering. He's weathering
Yeah,
it.
other stuff. Talking of that, I did, for those of you who do pay vague attention to my Instagram, that Ace of Spades decal on the back.
Yep.
That broke as I was taking it off the carrier film. So you can see where it's ripped in a couple of places.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, oh, great, that's exactly the effect I wanted. So I glued it down.
Deliberately.
And then, yeah, because I'd always planned to go over it with sandpaper anyway.
Huh.
On the middle.
Yeah.
So it actually worked really nicely and
yeah, it blends it in.
looks knackered the way I wanted it to.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Almost like I meant it. Is that done? That one?
It's upside down.
Yeah. Actually, slightly too far up.
That looks right.
Oh, let's try.
Oh my gosh.
Better effort, that one.
That scared me.
Oh, look, Vincent's got his plane mask on. Look.
Makes it all seem like nice and easy.
Oh, he's getting some gloves on as well.
Yeah, done.
He's getting ready for Halloween.
The reality of it is decal.
Oh, Star Trek base.
Star Trek base.
Smart asses watching it.
Is that for your Voyager?
Enterprise.
I like the way that
This is Enterprise.
gives him a stupid ponytail.
TOS or JJ Price?
TOS.
TOS. Okay.
Looks the same to me.
Yeah.
Right. I just knew it was TOS because we talked about it before.
That's cheating. Inside information is cheating.
Ah!
I'm not going to look at him anymore. Right. Well, chat's gone very quiet. I think everyone's just been sitting in rapt attention for waiting for Paul to mess up his decals.
Right.
I'd like to apologise for having not messed them up, but I didn't.
Well, you know what? It's been an hour, so I'm going to
Really?
say that we're going to
So that means
closing it down. So someone's going to turn up, or someone's going to start mentioning 80s TV shows or something. Or Shane Young says, "I've just stuck 14 decals on one side of the Belkit's Opel Manta."
Oh, I so nearly bought that at the weekend.
Was it deliberate?
Yeah, he's just,
Or did you have some sort of
the entire sheet to the side of the- Yeah, I was in a little model store in York on Saturday, and yeah, they weren't. It wasn't great, but they had a reason, and they had one of the Belkit's Mantas and one of the Belkit's Red Bull. I think it's the Polo.
Yeah.
Or the Golf. I can't remember which. And I nearly got one, but I was brave and I didn't.
You weren't allowed, were you? You were
How
pulled
much
forcibly
were they
away from the aisle.
What was the asking price on them, Paul?
They were about good.
We didn't hear that. What?
Just like for 50 quid, I can buy stuff other stuff
It
I
was
really
50 quid.
Yeah,
God.
he's obviously got to pay import duty from Belgium to Yorkshire.
No, there isn't any import duty. You're still in the EU until March of next year.
Don't remind me. But yeah, Yorkshire's a separate country anyway, isn't it? People's Republic of Yorkshire.
Jamie Bones still obviously wants us to stay because he just says Batman with Adam West. He's trying to get us talking about old TV shows.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I don't have any Batman with Adam West style merchandise immediately to hand.
And Sergeant Bones just turned up. Says, "Damn it, almost missed it." Yeah, we're almost going. You almost have missed it, but we just stuck around because we heard you were on your way. So
Just for you, Bill.
oh dear, yeah, you've missed Paul putting a decal on, and Shane doing 14 in the time it took Paul to do one.
Yeah, but his weren't onto a stupidly shaped piece of plastic.
George says, "Should we discuss how TNG is better than TOS?" It basically was, wasn't it?
Shut up.
In almost every way, it was better.
That's because it was made like 30 years later.
Rage.
Well, they're better in their own times.
But Voyager was made later than TNG, and it wasn't better.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, but
Sorry, but the acting in Voyager was a lot better than TNG.
That's debatable.
On
No,
the basis of Patrick Stewart, any argument that TNG isn't better than anything is null and void.
Yeah.
Because Patrick Stewart's the best, therefore done.
Sergeant Bone says it's a question of when it was made. No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Shane says Bell kits are not that cheap, but man, are they worth it. This is the best kit he's put together.
Yeah, but my local hobby shop is actually the same company that owns Bell kits, so I can get them for €40. So for me, 50 quid is like, whoa.
Oh gosh.
But I suppose by the time they've shipped over and they've made their markup on it.
Yeah, I mean, that's not really, is it?
Yeah.
You're going to be getting it a lot closer to effectively to trade price because they haven't got to worry too much about markup on markup, have they? I suspect 50 quid is reasonably standard.
George and Sergeant Bones both agree that Sir Patrick Stewart is the best. Yeah.
Patrick Stewart is also coming back to the Star Trek franchise.
Yeah, I did hear about that. I haven't.
There's
not a new discovery yet, is there? There was a trailer, I think, but
It's what was it? I don't think it's actually on Discovery. He's coming back because there is another show coming out.
oh right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the next but one generation.
The generation after the one that we'd already seen.
The penultimate generation.
Could be the previous generation.
Yeah.
Although that was basically Enterprise, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember. I'm not a
second generation.
Star Trek expert, so I'm not sure.
Shane says his Manta was £44 at eModels. eModels.co.uk.
So yeah, 50 quid's about par, then, isn't it? Because if you think Peak Mate's going to be knocking off,
They always knock off 10%, don't they? So if it was 50, they'd knock off a £5, so that's 44.99 or whatever. So yeah, so much of a muchness, and it'll probably be at Telford 65 or something.
yeah. Well, the other thing you say there weren't that many bargains, but that 148 Merlin that I still haven't built,
Yeah,
that was a hell of a bargain.
it was, but I put to you that it would have been more of a bargain for you to not buy it and not build it.
Yeah, but you're sort of missing the point of the bargain here, aren't you?
Well, no, because in my world where I didn't buy it and I still haven't built it, I've still got the money.
No, you haven't, because you bought a Nintendo Switch on a whim.
Yeah, but that's different.
No, it's not.
But
That helicopter was a shitload cheaper.
if you've got the buy a kit or don't buy a kit and you still don't make it, then the person who didn't buy the kit is actually quitting.
Oh, God, you're confusing. It's that senior citizen logic at work again, isn't it?
Why are you playing with your balls?
I think the word we're looking for is obtuse.
Yes, he is.
Are you calling me fat?
I say because he's not. He's not cute, is he?
Oh, jeez.
I'm not having you lot on it, right? I've got to make my list of people not to invite back again.
It's a damn long list after a while, mate.
Yeah, it's easy just to have a list of people that I want back on the show and
Me?
very short.
And then it's like, wait, I'm thinking.
You see, my balls are lovely because there's one for us lot, and there's one that Lynn recognises as well.
There's a baseball.
One's bigger than the other two, isn't it?
It's a baseball, and is that a cricket ball?
Indeed.
To be fair, I think the cricket ball can kill you, though. The baseball can't, so it doesn't.
Yeah, the baseball can kill you.
Yeah,
I reckon the baseball will kill you if you try to eat it.
yeah.
So
Both
there's
of
been
them.
some
I reckon-
incidents.
Yeah, I reckon they both could. Well, I know a cricket ball can because one killed Phil Hughes. But yeah, a
I know
baseball.
a baseball can because there's been a couple of incidents where people got killed by them.
Was it you?
You can also get killed by a hockey puck, too.
Oh yes, Vulcan. Yeah,
Yeah, but if you get killed,
hockey puck would be
but if a
hard.
hockey player gets killed by a hockey puck, he still gets up and finishes the period.
Right.
You can tell which one of us is a hockey player, can't you?
Sergeant Bone says obtuse, not obese. Yeah, but obtuse is still fat. And George says it depends who's throwing it. Randy Jackson throws it over 110 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Vincent's going to ask what that is in real money.
140, 150k.
No, it's more
In
than that.
fast.
It's almost 200 kilometers an hour.
Well,
No, it's not.
110.
180 is 100 mile an hour. I think. No, yeah, hang on.
Jamie Bone says, Team Inept, how old is that cricket ball in overs old?
177. That's 110.
I think this ball is actually only ever been used in net. Because it doesn't look knackered enough to have
been hit by a bat.
proper match.
Where did you nick it from?
Sports Direct. I nicked it in exchange for money.
Okay. Why?
Clever.
Because I needed a cricket ball, because without them you can't play cricket.
Yeah, but with them you can't play cricket.
The other 21 people needed a cricket ball as well.
Ah, right, okay.
So where'd you get the baseball?
I don't know. I think it
Amazon?
might be, strangely enough.
I've got the ball, the glove, and the bat somewhere, but
I've got a glove somewhere, which I don't need because I grew up playing cricket, therefore I can catch without a massive glove. And I've got a bat somewhere as well.
I've got a couple of hockey pucks around.
In America,
Can't lay my hands on them.
21 years ago.
Oh, wow.
the glove does not make it easier to catch a ball.
No. Well, I mean, yeah, in defense of baseballists, having been to a couple of baseball matches, they catch with their wrong hand with the glove, which in itself is no small thing.
How do you know?
Because they're supposed to, because they catch with the hand that they don't throw with, because then they catch it straight into the throwing hand and bush.
Ah, okay.
Whereas cricketers can catch with the same hand straight off and just throw it straight back.
Yeah, it's because they're not wearing a silly glove.
Yeah.
So if they just weren't wearing the silly glove, they could use both hands.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I will admit, I do actually like baseball. Having seen it live, I now understand it enough to enjoy it. But what I don't get is why a lot of the batters, pitchers, batists, the guys with the sticks, they seem to just amble towards first base instead of hustling. It's like, surely you want to get a guy onto first base so that he can actually be in a position to put the pitcher under some pressure.
Right.
Stroll along.
Sergeant Bone says he sleeps great at baseball games. Jamie Bone says that's why cricket players have stronger hands than baseball players. We don't need gloves.
Yeah.
And George says batters.
Gloves. Yeah.
He gives you the official name for them. They're batters.
Yeah. Same in cricket then. Now.
And that's what they shout at him, isn't it? Is hey, batter, 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 batter.
Right. Batter. Batter.
I can without doubt say that it is impossible to sleep at Fenway Park in an extra innings when the Red Sox win it.
Nope.
Because it was fucking loud.
It gets loud anywhere when you're at a baseball game.
You actually watched the match in America then, Paul?
Yeah, I can also confirm that it doesn't get that loud at the Phillies versus the Brewers.
Oh.
Yeah.
It depends on who wins, though. If the home team wins,
to be fair, I've never seen a home team loss. So,
of
the two you've up into. But yeah,
okay, I think that argument went down the.
Yeah, but, yeah. Red Sox Blue Jays was quite loud. Because
I don't understand why. I mean, now the internet and everything is very global, but sports are still very fragmented. I mean, baseball doesn't happen over here at all, as far as I'm aware. I don't think there's any leagues or anything. Is there?
Interestingly, I think it's next season. there's going to be at least one regular season baseball game in London.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I've got the funny feeling it might be the Red Sox with the Yankees. Which, much as I'd like to get tickets for, there's not a fucking chance. No way. They'll just if they're on sale, they're sold out. If they're not on sale yet, they'll sell out before I can even load the screen up.
I think the only country that properly plays baseball over here is the Dutch.
Sergeant Bones says, despite being a Yank, I'd rather watch footy than baseball or American football.
Yeah, but you're basically German, Sergeant Bones. So
He's adopted German, so yeah. And George says, our football teams go and play over there. When you say football teams, you don't mean football, do you?
Well, yeah.
Probably taking American football.
Yeah, because last
Not
week
real football, though, is it? That's handball, isn't it?
Yeah, last weekend rugby with helmets was at Wembley. So yeah.
It's to do with some team owners taking a stake in the Wembley Stadium or something like that.
I think they've just done it because they also know that they can get a sort of a 90,000 capacity stadium filled guaranteed.
Yeah. George does say it's American football.
Yeah, because
any time when you have to put your nationality in front of the sport to make sure you're talking about the right sport means you probably named your sport wrong.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Kickball, shouldn't it?
I say to be fair, speed skating should basically just be called Dutch people
Skating.
To be fair, the Belgians have been doing better at speed skating lately than the Dutch have.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
They've got broad swings.
I'll Ray's going. Some of my friends I go, good night, tomorrow I go work.
It's a bit
Have
colder.
fun at work, Ray.
All right.
Good night.
Sergeant Bone says, yeah, 3/5 of his life have been in Germany. So, yeah, basically,
Oh, wow.
you're almost as German as Vincent is.
No, that other one isn't soccer, George Gabriel. It's only soccer in America. To the rest of the planet, it's football.
The other one's soccer.
It's
Yeah,
also
that is not.
in defence of soccer, Vincent, it's also soccer in South Wales because they've got rugby
Yeah, but that's not called football.
because they're weird.
Yeah, but they're Welsh. Have you seen their village names, mate? Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, they can't call it soccer. It's got too many vowels in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like why is your village name that long? It should not. That translates into full sentences, doesn't it?
Yeah. The best thing about American football is the amount of time it takes, because on the way home from York last weekend, got to, and for those two of you who know the Tube Network, I got to Finchley Road on the way home, and I was like, shit, we're nearly at the end of the match. So I thought, oh, I can see how long there is left because it's being broadcast on the BBC website. It's like, oh shit, 9 minutes left. That's going to be tight to get to Wembley and not get swamped.
Yeah.
4 hours later, there were still 7 minutes left.
By the time I got to Wembley Stadium or the Wembley Station, there was still like 5 minutes left of the match, and I'd been going for about 10 minutes. It's awesome.
Stop.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Start.
Do some stuff, have a little rest, do some more stuff, have a rest.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I mean, ice hockey's the same in that when there's a stoppage, they stop the clock.
Yeah.
It just makes sense to me. Whereas football, they don't, do they? They just keep going, and then at the end, they say, "We're going to keep playing for a little bit longer, but I'm not going to tell you how much longer."
Yeah, because it's fun. There we go. But yeah, it was very useful because it meant I didn't have to worry about huge amounts of people pouring onto the train.
George says he's just stirring the pot. We know. I've got to be nice to George because George is one of my Patreons. He supports
one
me
of the
financially.
special three.
Got one there, have you?
Special 3 that I have.
You got 3 patrons.
I've got 3 patrons. Yes.
You know, I was going to say the other 2 are both him, but that's not actually
No,
true.
neither of them are me. I wouldn't bother paying myself to let them have a cut of me paying me. That'd be silly. But,
In fairness, one of them isn't me.
no, exactly. Paul just follows
Put 'em
me
in
without
me.
actually paying me, which I think is just rude.
Well,
I
I
like to
only
support
see
somebody on
the
Patreon.
public stuff, and quite frankly, I'm not paying you money to do that because that's weird.
Yeah,
If I could, I would.
I should give you that.
If I was going to give you money, I'd give it to you tax-free by giving you a tenner.
Just sort of post a tenner through my letterbox
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Once a month would be nice.
There is actually a Team Inept Patreon.
Yeah, there
Guess how
is.
many patrons?
There isn't, is there?
There is.
There is, but doesn't do anything.
It's got one tier, and it's a $1 tier because I haven't actually done anything with it.
Yeah.
Because it would actually require providing content, and that's effort, isn't it?
Yeah, we haven't actually provided any videos for a long time, so
Yeah.
No, this is very true. Hopefully tonight, live on probably on Mixer, not Grindr. That's entirely different.
yeah, that's the different stream that he does.
A bit of Red Dead fun, maybe.
Yeah. Are you going to be starting in the next 2.5 hours?
Yeah, I'm just going to throw a sickie and just play games. No, I'm not. I'll start tomorrow. I may boot the game if I'm still up at midnight. I may boot it up to get any patches, but
yeah, there's a 3 gig patch apparently, so I might turn it on at midnight to get that. But then I've got to go to work tomorrow, and then I've got to go shopping tomorrow night as well.
It's Friday. You're not
So-
supposed to be working on a Friday.
It is, but my mum's in hospital, so she
So
can't come to work.
he who
She went in hospital on Monday and hasn't come out yet. So
is
How's
that
she
you got
doing?
left?
she's had a small operation on Monday and just hasn't made it out yet. So she's all right. She's getting there, and she should be out tomorrow.
Good.
good.
I don't think I'm allowed to let her come out and say, by the way, can you come straight to work because I want to go home.
I think you should, because that would be really funny.
I don't think it won't work because my brother will be cross because he didn't get a day off today.
I know your brother. He's always cross. It's
Yeah, this is true. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
You two live in the same area?
Yeah.
Chris and I are actually legitimately friends.
Well, Paul's somebody that I met once, and he sort of like a lost puppy, sort of followed me, not home, but yeah,
I did, but you
did one time.
Yeah, but the funny thing about you guys is this isn't just on a hangout, a live hangout thing, the banter between you guys. I've met you at Telford last year.
No, this
You
is
are just 100% of the time like that.
complete
Yeah,
shit.
we don't have online personas. This is just us.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a good thing or a scary thing.
I mean, and we often joke about it, but beyond our wives, I think Chris and I are the people we hug the most.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe bet.
Much to the even to the people who've known us for 5-6 years, they're still confused when they see us hug each other when we see each other. It's like,
Yeah.
what?
It shouldn't be because we hug them as well. But
Yeah.
Hugging is a valid form of expression of friendship.
Right.
And let's be honest, Chris is actually quite good at it. He's probably a bit podgy like me.
If anybody's at Telford on Sunday, I'll just come up and ask for a hug. We don't even have to ask for a hug. Just come up and give me a hug. I'll accept
I'm
hugs from
taking
it.
donations for Telford.
To be fair, as someone who comes from a country where in certain areas of the country it's quite acceptable to kiss a man on the cheek when you greet him, I'm not going to judge hugging, to be fair.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah,
cheek, Vincent.
yeah. The kissing on the cheek is. You probably wouldn't like the stubble, so no.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that.
Well, it's not as much kissing on the cheek when it's two guys. It's more of a pressing the cheek together. you don't want any lip to cheek contact. That's when it gets weird.
Yeah.
Sergeant Bone says, as long as it stays a bear hug and not a bear hug. But he spells bear correctly in the 2 different words. So yeah.
I haven't looked at the chat. I'm assuming he means bear. As long
Yeah,
as
the first one was a BEAR,
I say
and the second one was a BARE. So yes, no naked hugging.
it's too cold.
Yeah, it's going to be very cold in Telford.
It was last year.
Yeah, I was standing around outside as well. And you want me to stand around outside again this year, don't you?
Yeah, it was fine last year. Just a little bit of drizzle.
I want to go to Telford.
You can go to Telford. They'll let you in, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it costs.
Get a flight over. Right.
Pretty sure I heard some Americans last year when I was walking the.
Yeah.
Bring
Yeah.
that over with you. You'll be
Well,
right.
plane tickets cost too much, and a hotel would cost a lot too.
Well, it's just a
Gotta
couple of
save
weeks
up.
away. You could walk.
Swim. A lot of swimming.
Paddle.
Yeah, if you walk to an airport that's a bit closer, the flights will be cheaper.
Pretty sure if you start tomorrow, you'll make it by next year.
Next year.
Right.
So you remember like half hour ago when I said we are going to finish up?
Well, that was because you started talking about my balls.
Well, you got them out, so you can't not mention it when someone gets their balls on the table. You've got to mention it. Sprueglue's just turned up. Evening, ladies, he says. Well, there is a lady.
Hey, Sprue.
There's a lady.
Yeah.
Just because the rest of us were talking about hugs, that doesn't make us any less manly.
Yeah.
No, we hug at work.
Yeah. Well, I when my colleague comes in, I always say good morning, darling.
Yeah.
And he always says hello, sweetie. You know, great. It's a good test of whether you get on well with someone. If when you call them darling, they freak out or not.
Oh, babe. Oh, babe.
Yeah,
What,
exactly.
Morning, darling. You all right?
Oh, darling. You all right, darling? Yeah. So I think we'll try and finish it again because it's an hour and a half now, which is the pretty normal time for these things. I think I'm going to give up saying it's going to be an hour, and we'll just say it's going to be a 90-minute show.
It'll be whenever.
It'll end before midnight. That would probably be the safest bet.
Well, it'll have to end at midnight because we want to go and download Red Dead. So
In the interest of full disclosure, I've just seen a message from Reese.
Reese.
Yes, and I'm quite
What
good
did you
about
say?
that.
Just
yes.
going to get there.
I'm naked.
Just going from work and I'm naked, so I won't be around this week. Sorry, Chris. Yeah, probably
Knickered.
just as well, Reese.
He's knickered. Oh my god.
Yes. So we'll call it a night. Good night, everybody. Thanks for popping in and joining me on my evening of fun and frivolity, even though there wasn't much fun or frivolity. Spids just popped up in chat as well. Hey up, fellas, he says. I just tried to drop in for a quick hire, but my thing isn't working.
That's
It's
all
never
right,
nice
wasn't
when
it?
your thing doesn't work properly of an evening, but yeah, we're going to be going anyway, so you haven't really missed much. So night, everybody. If you've just popped into the chat and you missed the last 90 minutes of talking, rewind it, go and watch it. It's on the YouTube and will be shortly available as a video for everybody to watch again and again and again and again.
Oh, no.
It won't change. It might change. There might be like a choose your own adventure type bit in the middle where you can click one path or the other one, but you have to watch it again to find out if that's true.
That'd be awesome if you could splice videos like that.
Oh no,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I don't think you can do anything like that. But so
Choose one way for Fox to go past episode 6.
yeah, that nobody had ever clicked that button.
Right.
Yeah.
So good night, everybody. Thank you for watching and thank you for joining me. As I say, everybody, thank you, and
Good night.
we'll be back. I'll be back
Thanks
next
for
week.
having me, Chris.
I'll be back next week. I don't know if anybody else will be or whoever will be.
I
We'll
gotta work.
find out next week.
Yeah, we'll find out the fun way, won't we?
So yeah. Good night, all. Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Has he pressed the button yet?